ST, and I'm going to put does not equal, because it no longer equals WT/LT. It's moved. ST now equals, now it's RT/KT, which is when all the physical capital income is saved, instead of all the labor income is saved. So this is labor income being saved, and this is physical capital income. Okay, so similar stuff now. We have our law of motion, which is KT plus 1 equals whatever's being saved plus 1 less the depreciation rate of the last time period. So at time t, because I'm trying to predict what happens at time t plus 1, okay? So this is true. And we know that our new ST is equal to this. Okay, so we put RT/KT. And we did solve for this prior, I'm just not remembering. Yeah, it's 1 less epsilon. And as an important note, we're taking out 1 plus n to make it per capita. This is no longer true because it's per capita, so this is currently at big Y, this goes to little y, and this looks like big K, this is going to small k. Okay, so with that in mind, we can change up some rules. Right, another thing I'll do now, because we're going to have to do this, is I'm changing this all to the steady state, right? Because we're solving for what happens at this new steady state when this different thing is happening, right? So I've already changed it there, so I'm changing it here as well. We can start doing similar things. One thing that I will do now is I'm gonna get all this going here, guys. I just sped through this because this is exactly the same. This 1 less the depreciation rate, and 1 plus n on this side is the same stuff. I just skipped some of the factoring out and the simplifying. And this part I'm gonna work through. This goes, well, no, because we already did that. Yeah, this just goes to 1 less. I'm not too interested in doing that. So we're here right now. Ignore this arrow. Ignore this arrow, guys. Okay, it's no longer there. You're safe. We're gonna do n plus depreciation equals KSS less epsilon. And then in here, 1 less epsilon A. Okay, how I got here. When we factored out our KSS to the power of less epsilon, it got rid of that, and we were left with A less epsilon A. So you can factor out A here. You can factor out A from the A less epsilon A, so you're left with that, okay? And then this is gonna start to look very familiar. You move that on the other side, so KSS less epsilon. Flip that over. Guys, this looks the exact same, but now this is the only thing that's changed. And you need to remember that epsilon is a parameter, or it's one of these in between 0 and 1. Kind of plays out like a probability, right? It's out of 100%. So this makes perfect sense. We're just saving in a different thing completely and utterly, which is not realistic for an economy. It'd be somewhere in the middle, but in this steady state, we're now saving in this. So this makes perfect sense, okay? Your final answer, it looks so much like what we just solved, right? So you know you did it right. It's that easy. It's that easy. The only thing that they did different is they this does not matter. I don't know why I'm being nitpicky. They have it like this. So see how it's n plus depreciation rate? They have depreciation rate plus n. This does not matter at all. I cannot make that any more clear, but our YSS, just because I don't really want to go through the math again for the YSS, because it's the same, it's kind of the same story here. But if we wanted to, you know what, why not? There's no reason why we shouldn't. Okay? We sub that in again. I'm gonna do this quick. If I can manage. Simplify, but we're gonna take this step by step. So that's 1 less epsilon over epsilon. Okay? And you're gonna notice that it's the exact same thing. Look, I'm already seeing into the future here, okay? It's the exact same story. You're factoring out your A. This is going to be equal to A 1 over epsilon times 1 less epsilon over the parameter plus n. No, sorry. Depreciation rate. Oh, silly me. And then 1 less epsilon over epsilon. That's messy. Let me clean that up. But that is the answer. Because the only thing that's changed is it's the difference. You are now investing entirely in a different thing. So this is your new YSS. Right here. Checking if that's true, checking if that's true. That's true. Okay, so we solve now for both cases. We've solved for both cases. If you're saving in one thing or in the other, okay? And it's actually quite simple. It's just important that you remember some of your algebra, which, some of us struggle with. There's a few people I know that struggle with their algebra quite a bit. Thank you for watching.